Welcome to the start of CC10's daily maps, which the first one being a new map, County Hillock Depot. I'm going to show you guys some really interesting concepts when I show you the max risk later on, so stick around today, I'm sure you're going to learn a lot from it. But first, let's solve risk 8. So take all the following risks that you see over here. We'll buff the Flame Razor, we'll take Attack Art, we'll take the mission of the day, which is to buff the Fireball guy, and we'll not nick any enemies. So this is a squad, very simple squad to follow. Borrow a Chen Auto on skill tree M3, and then a multi-target medic, followed by any marksman sniper. Very simple. We're going to Victoria, which is basically chapter 10 enemies. So the chapter 10 enemies, for a lot of them, they have low defense, which is why someone like Cruz is very good to start the map. The purple crystals that you see on the enemies, those are what we call refraction, which gives them 70 resistance. So arts damage is not very good against the enemies of chapter 10, unless you do something, which I will talk about in the max risk run. So place Chen Outer and then just place a multi-target medic and you're done. Very simple. All operators set up, just see the killing happen. So the good thing here is that you're not placing any melee units to take on the fireball, so you don't have to care about burn damage that much. Then all you have to do is just turn on Chen Outer's skill at the right time. So wait till the enemies start rolling into Chen Outer's range. So yes, the flame ball guy, the flamethrower man is all very scary, including the gargoyle as well, but with a click of Chen Outer's skill right about here, there you go, you have nothing to fear. So she's also going to take out the gargoyles, very simply. So you'll see it rolling in. And then even in the statue form, it's not too bad because there isn't too high of a defense, not when it's max risk. Max risk there's been problems. Now I can stop Chen's skill once the gargoyle is killed. And then I need to wait for Chen's skill to be up again. So what you can do here is use the bomb to just stun this guy in place. If you didn't know, you can actually retreat the block. So you'll make the flame ball guy go downwards as per normal. Don't worry too much about like your perfumer dying, things like that, because it's gonna be okay. Just turn on Chen's skill and then just watch her kill the remaining enemies. Just like that, very simple. Alright, that's your risky guide for the day. But if I show you max risk, I think it's gonna be a lot more interesting. Anyways, let's hit there. So in max risk, I'm gonna be using Chen Outer yet again, but there's a lot more special superstars of 5 stars and 6 stars. So let's remove these two operators. I'll trade my multi-target medic for a Telopsis to increase SP recovery. And then there's gonna be 2 guards, a Lapland, and a mountain. And then for my Vanguard, because there's a DP risk, I'll be using Elysium. And then afterwards, I'm gonna have a special feature. Trust me, he's gonna be really good here. And Ebon Halls. And then finally, I will want to use a Skadi Outer to buff everybody's attack. So 7 operators simply used in this run. A lot of concepts that I get to teach. Let's play. Once again, we're back in Victoria. Now typically when you start the map, you'll begin with a Vanguard, and then you usually put it at the back. This time I'll put my Vanguard in the face of the enemies. The reason is that I want to hold back this enemy in time for me to place a mountain down, and then turn on mountain skill, increase the block count and kill off all the smaller mobs. Beautiful stuff. The good thing is that there's no attack art tag, so that's why Elysium can hold on to the enemies very easily. Now I place an Ebon Halls here. Now, note about Ebon Hall's skill 3. When you turn it on, he only targets elite and boss enemies. So let me do that, and notice that he doesn't attack the caster. Next, let me place a Lapland here. Remember I mentioned about the refraction, which gives 70 resistance? Lapland is actually able to silence that. So this removes the 70 increased res, and now, if I stop Ebon Hall's skill, where he has all his charges, boom! He targets a normal enemy, and he hits really darn hard. It's a one-shot, one-kill. Super damn good to look at. I place Skadi Outer there, and then I will place a Chen Outer onto the map. So this is a very interesting way to use Ebon Halls. You click on his skill, you make him not target someone, And then when the timing is right, you can even let him kill a smaller mob, not necessary for it to be an elite enemy. Beautiful. But then later on, I will show you how I use him against an elite enemy. So for instance, there's going to be a Flame Razor that appears. So what I'll do is I will turn on Ebonhall's skill so that he holds his charges for the Flame Razor. And then you're going to see a big boom. Almost half HP gone. Great stuff. And then we'll turn on Chen Outer's skill to remove the enemies here. I'll turn off Ebonhall's skill as well. Let him kind of charge back up. And then let's have Ebonhall's to attack the gargoyle a lot better. Look at that, a big HP peel. I'll turn on Telopsis' skill for some mad healing. And then I'm gonna turn off Chen Outer's skill. Actually, it turns off on its own. Beautiful timing. Alright. Next up, what I'm gonna do is I will use the bomb again to just break the tower down. If you didn't know, by the way, Lapland is actually able to silence the special burning ability of the Flame Razor, which is why you didn't see it execute that much just now. And she's also able to stop the explosion from happening, which you'll see in a bit. Anyways, I'll remove this block. And then, let me do the same thing again. I'm gonna just feed Mountain some healing. So I'll turn on the skill. And then boom, big hit. So that big hit was used onto the gargoyle. I'm gonna hold the gargoyle back for a bit, and then I'll turn on Chen Outer's skill. It's okay that my Lapland goes down. Not too bad of an issue. Because eventually my Chen Outer will be awake, and then after she'll try to remove everybody over here. There you go. And then just use Ebonhall's onto the remaining caster. So interesting concepts on how to use Ebon, how to get the silence to work, and the way that I place Mountain as well, if I didn't get to mention it. I'm using Mountain to block the smaller enemies from actually getting into Lapland's territory. So Lapland can just focus on silencing the middle lane. So that's how I get my max race for today. Hopefully this gives you some very interesting ideas and maybe even teach you how to use someone that is a little unpopular like Ebonhall's. I really love this boy, by the way. I will try to showcase him a bit more. Okay, that's that for today. I shall see you in the other daily maps. Bye bye.